Ya van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days, and it's been weeks, and you think, Sarah, this canyon right here?
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Tijuana in a lot of years, and seeing how wide open it is. I mean, I don't know if you could turn the camera around and show everyone just how wide open it is. It's incredible.
A couple of questions. So. Ms. Rashida, what is your opinion on the massive child trafficking that is happening? Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the best, basically fight for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! La Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.
How's everybody doing? God bless everybody that is watching. God bless our country of Mexico, our city of Tijuana, and God bless the United States of America. Let's thank God for giving us 2 legs, 2 arms, a mind that we can think. Excuse me, a heart that we can feel, and eyes that we can see. I'm going to start this live feed by saying something. Who would have ever thought that the globalist compact of immigration would be the number 1 problem, effective problem of this catastrophe? And who would have ever thought that this globalist compact of immigration, now the left in the United States of America, the so-called columnists, activist writers, they are completely every day justifying it by calling every single one of us that we live over here in Mexico, and we exposed it right there, live video. Conspiracy theories, QAnon, that I really don't believe in QAnon. I have said it multiple times. I don't believe in QAnon. I'm not a follower. I believe in facts. I'm a reporter. I go over there and report. But the most amazing thing about this is that not only the left, also right wing, they never talk about the globalist compact of immigration. And they keep blaming only the Democrats, the Democrats, the Democrats, the Democrats. When it's not only the Democrats, it is the globalists, the elite. Mr. Steve Bannon from the War Room said something to me behind the scenes in one show when I was going to be on his platform. And he was talking to me and he's saying, Oscar, how are you seeing everything that is happening in Tapachula and saying it's a catastrophe, sir? It's the left. And he said, Oscar, it's not the left. It's the globalists. It's the elite. They don't care about the working class. These people are the ones that they're controlling the left and also people from the right. Not only that, people, you got left-wing people that they're blaming this on the stay in Mexico policy. When this catastrophe started when Barack Obama was president, he was the one that brought the globalist compact of immigration to the United States of America. He was the one that brought it over here. He was the first one that brought 15,000 people from Haiti into our border. Later on today, I will be having, hopefully, if Anthony's not live, I will be having a live feed, which I am going to be showing you footage of the 2015 catastrophe over here in Tijuana and how all of it started. And now you got these leftists blaming on the stay in Mexico policy for this problem. No, 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 no. A mí no me vas a hacer tonto. Váyale a mentir a otra persona. Aquí no se mentiras de izquierda, de estadounidenses, estos locos radicales, aquí no entran. Your lies of all your leftist radicals, your lives and your pandering to this is a problem because of Trump and the stay in Mexico policy. No, no, no. This problem started with the globalist compact of immigration back in 2014, 2015. And it started in Europe. The number one country that got affected by, and somebody saying, but Oscar, you're always blaming the left. They're the ones that they're putting this catastrophe. And I will tell you, if it was the right, I will blame the right. I don't care for no left or no right. Really, I don't. Really, I don't. I care about the main problem. And the main problem is the globalist compact of immigration. The United Nations created this. And I have been talking about this for quite some time now. I even have hardly criticized people from the right, that they're backstabbers, that they are, licking the Democrats' boots. I don't care. If you're a Republican or a Democrat, I care for what is right. We're going to show video of how it was in 2015, when this has started. Since this started, because they're going to try right now, they're going on their pandering that this is because of the Trump stay in Mexico policy. Natas, pero si bien loquito. Y estás bien loquita tú. Estás bien loquitos y loquitas. This is not because of the stay in Mexico policy. No, the stay in Mexico policy was implemented because this was going to come. The stay in Mexico policy was implemented because they knew that a massive influx was going to come. What happened? Joe Biden took away that policy, stay in Mexico policy. And not only you have now more than 11,000 people underneath that bridge of Del Rio, Texas. You have more than 11,000 people waiting right there. That they're going to say these are the people that they have been waiting for 3 to 6 years. All right. But you got 120,000 waiting in Tapachula. That they were incentivized by your lifting of the stay in Mexico policy. And by opening up the border. Do you guys think that this is going to stop? And I'm just bringing you guys news. There's 11,000 right now. Almost 11,000 at the bridge of Del Rio, Texas. It's a total catastrophe. United States citizens are saying, oh my God, how we're going to house. Imagine how the people of Acuña feel. Can you imagine? Nobody ever thinks about the people of Mexico. Why should we? We have given them a lot of money and all the time. Get that imperialistic mind out of your head. How the normal Mexican citizen, the one that works his land, the one that pays his taxes, The one that goes home and works every day from 7 to 6. Does anybody ever thought how it is affecting the Mexican citizens? Imagine if you guys are watching this problem just on a blink of an eye. Like this, from one day to another, you got 11,000 underneath that bridge. Imagine these 11,000 people on necessity scattered all around a city. 11,000. Not only that, imagine 85,000 registered in the Comar in Tapachula. 85,000. You guys are seeing 11,000. You guys are seeing 10% of what is in Tapachula. 10% of what is in Tapachula, what I have seen. Imagine seeing that. Nobody puts attention to that. Oh, what's happening to our borders? What happened to always your country first? Yes, I understand that, but we need to understand that we are for border security and border sovereignty and respect to each other. And this leftists, they are trying to justify themselves that it's because of the stay in Mexico policy now. But nobody talks about the globalist compact of immigration. Why? Because George Soros, according to this incompetent peanut of a brain people, he is a philanthropist. Same philanthropist that I did not watch. I walked with the caravan 32 kilometers in the heat. I didn't see no philanthropist. I saw one organization that it was helping. Their name is Childry or Child. I don't remember. They're really they're two American guys that were down there. They were helping. They were really nice guys. I'm not going to talk bad about that organization. They were helping. I don't remember the name. Childra, something like that. They were really two nice guys. And I met them and I'm like, hey, nice to meet you, man. You're helping. Oh, that's good. Giving them water and all that kind of stuff. I didn't see no philanthropist George Soros over there. I saw a miner walking on the concrete on the heat with no shoes, with the blisters on their feet for kilometers. I saw children with their eyes shut because they were exposed to this confrontation with the National Guard. I saw an infant child carried on their hands in the middle of the weather, raining on the thunderstorm, wrapped up with plastic. I saw that. I didn't see no George Soros right there in the United Nations. I saw a car from ACNUR, really nice, beautiful car, 2017, 2018, possibly 2020, on their car with air conditioning. Meanwhile, all the people are walking. I saw that. Yes, I saw that. It was really nice to see that. I'll tell you that. Nobody talks about the globalist compact of immigration. This video was uploaded by the Immigrational Studies, Todd Bensman. I had contact before with him. Todd Bensman, he's on Twitter, and I think that he's on Facebook. Quick shout out to Todd Bensman, cool guy. Did a report right now of what is going on in Del Rio. This is actual footage right now. Oh, what is going on in Del Rio? This is actual footage as he is explaining right here. I think that he is the one that is explaining how the situation it is moving forward. As you know, right now, Joe Biden has given the order to not record with drones. He knows that in the other side of Mexico, it is really difficult for journalists and reporters to report. Why? Because of the cartel, because of the organized crime. He knows that. Sabe el peligro que nosotros corremos acá. He knows the dangers that reporters over here we go through. He knows that. So he's shutting down from his side because he knows on the other side nobody's going to expose. Oh, no, te tenemos una sorpresita muy buena. Por ahí te viene una sorpresita bien buena. We got a little surprise for you. So this is the video of Todd Bensman right now underneath the bridge. This, holy cow, man. When are these people going to call it a crisis? Jen Psaki the other day, they asked her, you're mandating vaccines and you're mandating all of this to Americans, but you got an open border and migrants that you're not mandating vaccines to them. And she said, yeah, okay, exactly. Next question. Holy cow. Holy moly, man. Woo! Wow, the prepotent arrogance of these people. Look at this video.
Just on the Texas side of the Rio Grande River, at about the point where thousands and thousands of Haitians are crossing over into the city of Del Rio. And there are over 10,000 now that are just being allowed to pour over the border. They seem to mostly be Haitians. There's also some Cubans among them, but really a vast majority of them seem to be Haitian, the ones that I've talked to. That right there is the international bridge, providing some shelter and cover for these immigrants who are being allowed to just cross over, and they're going to probably be living here for weeks as thousands more come. I'm going to show you the underside of this bridge. There are just thousands and thousands camped. Border Patrol is totally overwhelmed. They can't possibly process these people. They predict that the average wait time will be probably 3 weeks before the last one of the ones that just came in today will get processed. So they will just simply be here. Some of them have tents. They're looking to stay here for a while, you can see. But this is the circumstance. This is the circumstance.
I would like to show you this last part. This last part that I will show you right here. Come on, man. Look, this is what I've been saying. Quick shout out to Todd Bensman. Go over there to his Twitter and follow him. He's from the Center of Immigration Studies. This is what is more sad about all of this. And I have seen this multiple times. I saw in Arizona when I was with Ben Berquam and Real America's Boys News, and we were working for the War Room, and I was in the side of Arizona, and I was at multiple times that I cried looking at that situation, because the kids are the ones that you're destroyed, man, when you see this kind of stuff. And I saw a woman on the other side of Algodones as she was dropped off by a car with basically her son. As they were walking down the pit, it is kind of like a pit, and then there's a lagoon, and then you go up, and then you deliver yourself to the border agents. Her son was carrying a balloon, and I'm like, why is her son carrying a balloon? She arrived to the border agents, and I got a little bit close. And I know I don't usually do that. And I got a little bit close. I'm not saying close, like right here. No, I got a little bit close. And her son, the child, was around, I don't know, 5 to 6 years old. And he said to her, this is where the piñata is going to be at. Aquí es la piñata, mami. Aquí es la fiesta. This is the child's party. This is the piñata. This is the party that we're going to go to. Oh, my God, man. It broke me right there. Completely broke me. The kids are the ones that they suffer the most on this travesty. It is just irresponsible sometimes by the parents that they put them through barricades of the National Guard in Mexico. I have seen it. Look at this part right here on the back. And I'm relating that story because I want you to look all the way to the back. I'm really observant when it comes to videos. I observed everything, man. I observe everything. Like I observe movements, I observe people, I observe what they're doing. Look at this child right here in the back, the one that is wearing like green shorts. You guys see that? All the way to the back right here. There's a small community of people right here walking, and there is a woman walking with a child all the way to the back. This child is wearing green shorts. Look how the child is walking, and look what he is possibly in his mind. He's thinking. Look at this. I'm just going not put audio, but I want you to look at this. Look at the way he's jumping. Look, he doesn't know Oh my God, this breaks my heart, really. It's really hard to see this kind of stuff because I've been there. And when you see this kind of things, it breaks your heart, man. The kids don't know. It's really hard to see this kind of stuff. But look at this. He's jumping. He's enjoying himself. He's like, oh, man, possibly we're going to a nice walk in the park. The kids don't know, man. The kids don't know what is going on. The kids don't know what it's happening. The kids just think, we're going to another place. We're going to have a better life. We're going to Disneyland, possibly. It's just heartbreaking to see this. And I've seen this kind of stuff. This is why I'm telling you, there's thousands of this kind of cases. There's thousands of these cases. I've seen this kind of situation in Tapachula. I've seen this kind of situation. Somebody's put in a really, I don't want to, says return to where they belong by orders by the Supreme Court. Trump era policy now back in place. Where's the Mexican military? Oh, wow. You haven't been watching the news? You haven't been watching the news, Ms. Valerie? The Mexican National Guard and the Institute National of Immigration dismantled 4 caravans. You're saying Mexico policy. I hope that is working because your president is the one that incentivized this to happen. Your current president. And don't talk to me about that he's not my president and this and that, and he's not the one that is running the show and all these kind of really out of pocket answers. That is the 46th president. He's an incompetent president. Yes, he is. But he is your president. I'm sorry. Whether you like it or not, he's the one in office. Whether you like it or not, he's the one that unsigned the policies. Whether you like it or not, he's the one that incentivized this to happen and said in front of Trump, in front of everybody, he said, I'm going to create a better pathway for migrants. This is the better pathway. This is your pathway. This is the pathway that Joe Biden has promised these people. Watching this, it breaks my heart, man. Kid jumping in the back. Wow. I just, whoo, man. And a lot of people are saying, Blue, the Supreme Court overruled the Biden and la la la. Congratulations, he already caused this problem to happen. So what happens? The repercussions of what he said and the repercussions of him incentivizing all the child trafficking, all the human smuggling, and all this incentivization for hundreds of thousands of people, it justifies himself because now the Supreme Court has said no. So all of a sudden, I clean my hands and I say, you know what? There's no problem with me anymore. Hey, the federal court just put the Stay in Mexico policy. What the hell is going on, Mexico? Why are you not doing anything about it, Mexico? But what happened with the old incentivization and all the problems that he caused? That it's okay? Nothing happened, right? We're good. He just slipped a little bit. Don't worry about it. He just did a little hiccup. Right? The hell with the damage that he has done to our borders. No. That's, it's already been fixed. You take care of it, Mexico. We're not going to do anything. Is that you? Holy cow. This is 11,000 people. 11,000 that they are underneath the bridge. 11,000. And, a lot of people are not going to like what I'm going to say. This is Todd Bensman, by the way, from the Immigrational Studies. Go over there and follow him. Todd Bensman. I had contact with him a long time ago through Twitter. We were supposed to do something, but I don't know what happened. And I want to show you something else. A lot of people are saying, well, Oscar, Is it going to stop? Is it going to stop? Or what is going to happen? This is Ted Cruz video, as Ted Cruz was last night with Sean Hannity. And Ted Cruz was the one that particularly said, you know what, our drones are going to be, our drones have been shut down. And as our drones are shut down, we cannot have communication. If people don't like the way I talk, there is a door. I'm not going to have it. All right? I'm not here to please your ear and be like, oh, let me talk to you this way. All right? This is the actual situation right now with Ted Cruz. This is the way he explains it. 1 minute and 57 seconds. And for everybody that is watching, the deportations from Haiti are the ones that they have caused this. This is another thing that Joe Biden has caused, because he stopped the deportations and the return back to Haiti. This provoked this. If you stop returning back people from Haiti, immediately they're going to say they're accepting us. They're not going to deport us. Let's go. So immediately somebody told all these hundreds of thousands of people, go to the border now. They're not going to deport you. They're not going to return you back. So please, go over there to the border. What do you think this not deporting to Haiti is going to cost people? It's going to cost, what do you think the people in Tapachula are going to do? 120,000 are waiting for the visa transit. 120,000, which are 85,000 are from Haiti, possibly. The majority are from Haiti. And they're waiting to move. So if they already know that they're not going to be returned back to Haiti, what do you think they're going to do? Do you think it's going to stop? This right here, it's going to grow. This is going to be the biggest migrant camp possibly in history at the border. It's already the biggest one that exists. 11,000 right now. This is Ted Cruz talking on the video as he was with Sean Hannity, and he explained that the drones were being stopped by Biden. He said, you know what, no drones flying on this zone. He doesn't want to expose anything, as Ted Cruz also was stopped when he was exposing inside of one of the detention centers for the kids. Look at this video.
We're in Del Rio, Texas. It is September 16th. This is underneath one bridge. 10,503 illegal aliens. A mass of humanity that has crossed and is waiting to come into America. The reason they're here is simple. 8 days ago, the Biden administration made a political decision. A political decision to cancel deportation flights to Haiti. They did that on September 8th. 8 days later, these numbers appeared. On September 8th, underneath this bridge, there were between 700 and 1,000 people. But when the word got out that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris were no longer deporting people who came from Haiti, suddenly everyone who was here called their friends, called their family, and the numbers surged to 10,503. That's what's here today. It is more than the capacity of the Border Patrol to handle. This is the result of a political decision. This is a result that is indefensible. What we are saying here, this is wrong. This is inhumane. And this is entirely caused by Joe Biden
Exactly.
and Kamala Harris.
This is because they lifted the policy of not deporting back people from Haiti. So after that, they immediately started coming over here. Now, I have reported from Tapachula 6 times. This past 3 times that I have gone, I have shown you guys how many is the quantity in Tapachula. Tapachula is not the only city that is connected to Guatemala. It's the only city that is connected to Guatemala, but also you got other ports of entry like Cancun. You can enter through Belize, that is another country, and also go through the Gulf of Mexico and enter to Campeche, Yucatan, and also through Tabasco and go all the way to the port of Veracruz. This has been happening. A lot of these people are entering through the Gulf of Mexico. They're not entering to Guatemala. So you have 120,000 that they are awaiting in the south border in Tapachula. They already know about this migrant camp. Journalists from Tapachula are reporting right now over there in Tapachula, and they are spreading this catastrophe that is happening in the border. This is world news. So now all of the migrant population that is waiting over there in Tapachula, they are going to start pushing to move. Yesterday, they had a vigil to light a candle in commemoration to ask for forgiveness and to ask for a plea for people to let them in. This is a scene that I wanted to show you right here. This right here. Look at that. What do you see over there? They see the flag of our country of Mexico. Over there, all the way to the back. This is why I say to you guys that I observe all the videos, and this tells you what the Biden, this particular take right here, it will tell you what the globalists and the elite and the Biden administration is doing to our countries, the country of the United States of America that is my neighbor, in the country of Mexico that is where I live at, in my country where I was born. You see all the way to the back? That is a great picture and great take right here. As you see our flag of Mexico right there, as you cross this river, and then you see Acuña. This is what it has provoked between two countries, in irregular migration, a catastrophe of a border. Look at that. Our flag all the way to the back. This is what these policies from these leftists and these globalists and these elite have caused. Now, people are saying, is it going to stop? Bad news for everybody. Today, more than 400 migrants were detained in the part of Tamaulipas. Remember that I told you about Tamaulipas? Tamaulipas, it is the other state that is connected, that, you know, the mayor from Del Rio said they are using another route to not go through Tamaulipas, that is the state all the way to the corner on the last part of Texas. So they're using an alternative route all the way so they can land on Acuña. This report was done by Al Momento ETN News, and they are explaining to us that the migration of people from Haiti are traveling on buses nonstop, and they were detained on the part of San Fernando, Tamaulipas. As they were detained, buses, as I shown you yesterday, more than 15 buses try to leave Tapachula. Remember that I reported that a couple days ago. I reported, you guys, and I have the video right here, and I will get it on in a few seconds. I reported to you guys that 15 buses were detained in Tapachula. Why do you think that those buses were detained? Where do you think those buses were heading to? Those 15 buses were heading to over here. So all the migrant population that is waiting in Tapachula, they all are going to come to this particular port of entry. You're talking about almost 100 and some fraction thousands of people. This is today, right here. It says migration of people from Haiti got detained, and I will read the report. I got it over here. More than 400 migrants were detained today at the port of San Fernando, Tamaulipas, as they were trying to travel on buses, on the ETN bus line, as they were trying to move forward into the port of Acuña. 400 were detained, and they were offloaded of the bus and left on the sidewalk for the immigration officers to detain them or return them back. A lot of them scattered immediately, and a lot of them started walking. So they did not detain all of them. How's everybody doing? God bless everybody that is watching. Thank you so much for joining in. Buy Me a Coffee is on the bottom link. If you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting and travel fund, we're going to be traveling soon, people. Again, as I tell you, I'm going to be traveling. I travel. So we're going to be traveling again. So Buy Me a Coffee is on the bottom link. If you guys like to contribute, also our PayPal is pinned on the bottom. So thank you so much. God bless you. We're people funded. This is another take right here as the inspection point. Look at the buses. So people are saying, is it going to stop? No, it is not. These are people walking on the side of the road. Right here. Listen, look at this one. It's another one right there. So it is not going to stop. It's going to come more. And if Joe Biden does not put again the policy of whoever does not apply for asylum and whoever does not apply for refugee, they need to return back to their native country to see if they are eligible again later on, or put a petition or whatever it is. If he doesn't put back this policy, the 120,000 that they're awaiting, this is why they're trying to put a claim in Tapachula. The activists are trying to start this movement massively into the United States of America. This is why they're getting together in Tapachula, because they know that this can exacerbate and this can immediately move. So yesterday there was a vigil that it was done in Tapachula by the activist leader Pueblos Sin Fronteras, Irineo Mujica. They're getting together and they're getting petitions for them to go to the federal judge in Mexico so they can act immediately and they can let them pass. This is in the downtown plaza of Tapachula. They were lighting the candles and they were asking, the candles are as an offering to God for them to be helped and them to be, practically let them pass and let them move. This is actual video of Juan Manuel Blanco from Frontera Sur. These are colleagues right here working and interviewing the people. As you guys see, there's a vast majority. There's diversity of people that they are migrants. A lot of them Central America, a lot of them Cuba, but the majority of them are from Haiti. A lot of the people are from Haiti. And this was a vigil that they were getting together right here, as you see. This is actual footage. Let me put the volume up so you guys can see a little bit.
¿Cómo se llama juez? Juez.
This is Irineo Mujica. He's explaining to the migrants, I'm trying to take the paperwork to the judge, the federal judge.
No conocen el idioma, no saben qué cosa. Pero no ha salido ninguna parte.
El día de hoy concluyen este ayuno. ¿De qué se trata esta actividad del día de hoy?
Hoy concluimos el ayuno. Estuvimos muchos de nosotros.
Today we closed our hunger strike. This is Irineo Mujica, leader of the group, activist group, Pueblos Sin Fronteras.
Nosotros ayudamos todos los días.
We help every day. That's our obligation. We help every day.
O sea, a veces horas, a veces yo ayuné 3 días.
You know, sometimes people, you know, do hunger strike for hours. I did the hunger strike for 3 days.
3 días y Cintia ayunó 4.
You know, a lot of people did a hunger strike for 4 days.
Y entregamos el ayuno. Hoy se entrega el ayuno.
We delivered the fasting for the fasting. It's not kind of like a hunger strike. He did exactly the same over here, but he's saying we're delivering the fasting to God. It's an offering to God.
Y se recibe la documentación.
So they can receive our documentation. So our documentation can be received. We are praying to God that our documentation it can be received.
Mañana se introducen los primeros.
Tomorrow we are going to introduce the federal documents for the federal judge for let us pass.
Al juez.
So the claims can be put into the federal judge.
¿Cuántos días fueron de ayuno?
How many days they were on this fasting hunger strike?
Pues lo que pasa es que el ayuno era parcial para algunas personas.
You know, you know, the fasting and the hunger strike was for some people, not for all the people.
Conforme muchos de los migrantes.
You know, a lot of the people that they're not happy with the situation. A lot of the migrants, they don't want to get involved in this kind of problem.
Saben, no queremos que se debiliten el tiempo que pudieran nos acompañar. Yo me hice 4 días y Cintia creo que también se hizo 4.
You know, I did 3-4 days. I 3-4 days of fasting, and my other colleague Cynthia did 3-4 days also.
O sea, yo terminé mi ayuno.
Today I finished my fasting.
Y lo entregué. Siguieron algunos por días, por horas.
And I delivered my fasting, and some of the other people are fasting.
Porque ustedes saben que estamos en pandemia.
You know that we're in a pandemic, so it's just, you know, we cannot be doing this kind of meetings continuously.
Que preferimos que no se debilite la gente, le decimos que parcialmente. Ahora que sí. Pero esto es un sacrificio a Dios que se le entrega a Dios para así de esa manera toque.
It is a sacrifice that we're doing to God, and God knows that we are trying to do things right, and we're trying to see if we can, you know, be pleading to God to help us to, you know, put you know, to soften the heart of this judge.
Los corazones duros y para que sigamos de alguna manera saliendo de esta.
So we can keep moving forward and we keep moving into the north.
Esta situación de esta cárcel de los migrantes.
On this situation, on this prison against the migrants.
Que podamos seguir adelante.
Ahora que sí.
Keep moving forward.
¿Cuántas copias ha recibido?
Tenemos más de 7,000 y siguen llegando.
How many petitions have you guys signed? Listen to what he says. How many petitions have you signed already? And he says, we already have more than 7,000 petitions to put to the federal judge. I am not the one that is saying it. Let me return it back here. He says 7,000. That's 7,000 petitions already put for the federal judge in Mexico so they can let them pass and they can move to the north.
Que se le entrega a Dios para así de esa manera toque los corazones duros y para que sigamos de alguna manera saliendo de esta situación, de esta cárcel de los migrantes y que podamos seguir adelante.
Ahora que sigue. ¿Cuántas copias ha recibido?
Tenemos más de 7,000 y siguen llegando, como ven ahí en la aplicación. Pusimos
more than 7,000 and more applications are coming.
En RQ porque la verdad es que la gente a veces se confunde, como no hablamos, pero en el RQ está en criole y está también en español para que las personas puedan, o sea, meter la aplicación vía digital, porque a veces como no entendemos el idioma se aglomeran. Entonces buscamos.
The problem is that the language is in criollo, and as the language is in criollo, that is the native language of Haiti. He's saying the language is in Creole, so a lot of people, you know, don't understand the language. So if they don't understand the language, disregard, you know, moderator, disregard that. You know, as you know, all these petitions that they're being put, all that I send you something on the inbox, so disregard that. You know, all these petitions, there are more people coming. So it's 7,000 petitions. 7,000. So this is activist leader Irineo Mujica, and look what he says right here.
Pues nosotros con compañeros que saben de sistemas y o sea, intentamos trabajando duro. Se desarrolló trabajando duro.
We're working hard. We're working hard to basically, you know, put these petitions and get all the people together.
¿Qué sigue, Irineo? ¿Qué sigue?
Pregunta acá, compañero, ¿qué sigue?
Ahorita, primero que nada, estos 100 entran para ver cuál es la respuesta del juez. En cuanto el juez dictamine cuál va a ser el amparo, entonces veremos de qué manera o cómo, qué decide el juez.
We put these 7,000. What is next? They ask, and we put these 7,000 petitions to the judge, and then after that, we see what comes. We see what is going to happen.
Meten los primeros
Sí, tenemos aproximadamente como no sale.
So this is the interview with this guy.
Era esta situación.
And you know, it's a little bit of long interview with Irineo Mojica. I'm going to put you guys video as this is actual footage from Tapachula as people were getting ready. Let me explain to you what's going on. So you have 11,000 underneath Del Rio. I just shown you that buses were being stopped today as they were trying to go around Tamaulipas so they can enter to Del Rio to Acuña. More than 400 migrants were detained in buses. They were trying to go around the inspection points so they will enter Acuña. So this fluency is not stopping. This incentivization by Joe Biden to say, you know what, we're not going to return back people from Haiti to Haiti. It has caused a collapse right now in Acuña with Del Rio. So this is actually moving forward. As I explained to you guys earlier this week, more than 15 buses were stopped. More than 15 buses that they try to leave earlier this week were stopped. Where do you think that these 15 buses were going through? Where do you think? These 15 buses that I shown you earlier this week, that video was brought by Naun Noticias in actual video by Naun Noticias. That's our colleagues over there in Tapachula. I will show it again right here. These 15 buses, they were stopped earlier this week. Right here. And this is proof that they were stopped because they were trying to move to the north. All of the 15 buses were detained at the migrant station that is called Viva Mexico. All of the buses were 95% people from Haiti. What does this tell you? It tells you that the people in the south border already know that Joe Biden has stopped the deportations to Haiti. So all of them grabbed a bus ticket, paid the bus ticket, an organized group, paid a bus ticket, and all 15 of them, 15 buses got stopped. They were returned back to the city of Tapachula. They were not let pass. But the most aggravated thing about this is that they already know. So if you're telling me what is this fire-breathing situation is going to cost in the next incoming days, people right there in Del Rio, I'm not exaggerating, creating hysteria like these leftist activists, writers say, conspiracies, QAnon, whatever the hell that is. This will be the biggest migrant camp possibly between us two countries in history. More than 11,000 camped out at Del Rio, underneath the bridge between Acuña and between the United States. More than 11,000. More are coming. Until there's not a communicated statement from the President of the United States of America to say, Only eligible asylum and refugee cases are going to be admissible to the United States of America, and the ones that they're not, they're going to be returned back home. Until that point is not clarified, this is going to continue. Imagine how the people of Acuña feel. And the most sad thing about it is the kids that they are in these caravans. There's a lot of necessity. I have said it before. Yes, there's a lot. It's a lot of necessity. There's a lot of, a lot of hunger, a lot of hunger necessity. Yes. It's a lot of desperation. Yes. This is not the way to migrate. And ultimately, there's people that they're justifying themselves that this catastrophe, it is caused by the Trump policy, the Stay in Mexico policy. No, 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 no. It is not caused by that. It is caused by the globalist compact of immigration and George Soros. The same way that the United States is feeling right now, and the same way that Mexico is feeling right now, that what the hell are we going to do with this massive influx, is the same way that Italy felt when they were part of the globalist compact of immigration, and by the Mediterranean Sea, that is the most dangerous place to migrate. People from Libya, people from Iran, people from all parts of South Africa, people from Africa, they migrate to the Mediterranean Sea. And they entered Malta of Italy, and from there they migrate to France. Like exactly the same way that Italy felt, and they pulled out of the globalist compact in 2018. They were like, you know what? I'm out. I don't want nothing to do with it. It's a catastrophe. I'm not going to be able to take it. Also, France was like, you know what? I'm out. It's too much. I cannot take it. A massive influx started happening in Germany also. Germany with Angela Merkel, even though Angela Merkel is a leftist, she said, you know what, I'm out. I can't. It's uncontrollable factor. It's an uncontrollable wave. I can help, but I'm out. I can help, but I'm out. Exactly like Chile. Chile did exactly the same thing. I can help, but I'm out. Exactly like Brazil. Brazil said exactly the same thing. I can help you, but I'm out of this globalist compact. What makes you think that Joe Biden hasn't agreed on something with the United Nations at this particular juncture right now? The signing of the globalist compact of immigration has always been underneath the table agreements. On 2018, they did it publicly in Morocco. Everybody signed in December 18 of 2018. All of them went over there to Morocco to sign this globalization. Spain is having a humongous problem with a mass migration by Morocco. This is the globalist, the elite. This is not the Stay in Mexico policy. Váyanse a mentir otra parte, bola de mentirosos. No vengan con sus mentiras, carajo. Tengan cojones y digan la verdad. Don't come with your lies. Grow a pair and say the truth. This is because of the globalization. Grow a pair and say the truth. It's because of the Stay in Mexico policy. All of them, they stayed. And this is the backfire of past failed policies. And as they stayed in Mexico for quite some time, that backfire into the migration influx to continue to afloat, and it caused immediately immigrants were not essential. So that caused people to stay. Hold on a minute. Mexicans are not essential also. What the hell? And Mexicans are not essential also, that they have a tourist visa, that they have a tourist passport, that they are eligible to cross to the United States of America, and they're not essential right now to cross on the Biden administration. What the hell are you talking about? Globalization, globalist compact. Watch out. All of them are together. I've been saying this for quite some time, people. Globalist Compact of Immigration, Globalist Compact of the Environment, that the Globalist Compact of the Environment is the Paris deal. And oh my God, we are all in it. Mexico's in the Paris deal also. And not only that, the Globalist Compact of Education that is going to be pushed by the Vatican. It's coming. You see this radical imperialistic way of schools not letting in now the parents and taking decisions of your children of how they're going to educate your children? It's coming. It's coming, this imperialistic way to tell you this is the way we're going to educate your child. This is what we're going to put on their notebooks, and this is what we're going to do with them. You cannot make a decision on their educational level, and if you're not educating them, that is a violation of your rights as a child. So you need to bring them, forcing them to come to our school and to where we are going to educate them on. That is going to happen. My God, such a conspiracy theorist. Ah, sí, sí. Tus teorías conspiratorias están buenas. Unbelievable. How's everybody doing? God bless everybody that is watching. Tune in today. Real Anthony Agüero, Border Network News. Also, Real America's Voice News. We're going to be working Real America's Voice News and Border Network News. But tune in, more importantly, to Real Anthony Agüero, bringing you the reality and the truth of the news every step of the way. We're there. You cannot lie to us. Even sometimes, when I was broadcasting in Tapachula, I said to people, because the climate and the humidity was so strong, I was walking and I was like, people, I'm not going to talk. You take judgment on your own. Watch the video. I'll be walking. I'm not even talking. You're watching what is happening. You can take judgment for your own self as you are watching the video actually being and everything of the events being done. We're not even carrying to the left or carrying to the right, pandering to the left or pandering to the right. The video's right there. You tell me. Thank you so much for watching. Buy me a coffee is on the bottom link. If you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting, buy me a coffee is in the bottom link. Also, our PayPal is on the bottom link. Thank you so much. Lastly, people, the most unbelievable thing that it can happen to us is when these tyrannical individuals, they don't admit that this is a crisis. Everybody knows that this is a humanitarian crisis. It's horrible. As soon as I finish this video, I will do exactly the same video in Spanish. So I will do exactly the same video in Spanish right now as soon as I finish this one. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, and thank you. And I will be doing a report later on, I believe on Saturday. No, later on tonight. Hopefully later on tonight, I will be doing a report on Italian, the language of Italian. So I'll be doing my report on this on Italian. So I will be posting that a little clip video on Italian so people can know what is going on and share it over there in Italy, where the catastrophe in the epicenter happened, and what is happening over here in our borders of Mexico. God bless you all. Follow me at Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Telegram. You can also follow Border Network News at Facebook, Telegram, and Instagram. And also follow Real Anthony Agüero at all platforms. You can also follow me at Real America's Voice News. Also follow Ben Berquam at Real America's Voice News. And also follow Will Johnson at Unite America First. God bless you all. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, peace and love. Because always your country's first. God bless.
Ya van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days, and it's been weeks, and yeah. Good thing, Sarah, this canyon right here.
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Tijuana in a lot of years, and seeing how wide open it is. I mean, I don't know if you could turn the camera around and show everyone just how wide open it is. It's incredible.
A couple of questions. No. Ms. Rashida, what is your opinion on the massive child trafficking that is happening? Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the best, basically fight for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! La Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.